Hey, and welcome back to the channel, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving. This is your favorite talking head, Wes. And I'm coming at you here again this fine Friday with Phenomenal Fragrance Friday, my weekly series that I do, and I review fragrances for you guys. I know shaving can be quite the rabbit hole, and we may start out shaving and then start dabbling into fragrances and whatnot, and let's face it, fragrance and scents are a huge part in wet shaving, and at least it is for me. It's one of those big key factors in the enjoyment of it for me. The mental health aspect. So I enjoy shaving with a nice fragrance, and I like everything to match. Like, so if I start off with a shave soap, I like to add the aftershave, the aftershave splash or balm to match, and as well as the EDP, EDT, that kind of thing. I don't mind a mashup, here and there, but my OCD will kick in, and I like everything to kind of be matchy-matchy. That's my thing, matchy-matchy. So today I will be talking for you guys about green light. Focus. Green light. The bottle says LF&S, which stands for Luxury Fragrance and Shaving, which is actually the storefront name for HC&C, Hendrix Classics and Company. Now, that's been around since 2019. Pete Hendrix, awesome guy, fellow Tennessean, and top-notch perfumer. Guy has an awesome nose. HC&C has been around since 2019, and he opened his storefront last year, I believe. So, and it's outside of Nashville in Hermitage, which hopefully I can make it over to him. It's a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive or something like that. And the next time that I'm over in Nashville, I definitely want to pay Pete a visit. He's awesome. For all intents and purposes, and to be upfront and honest about everything, Pete did send me this free for me to review and to support my channel. So thank you very much for that, Pete. You are a gentleman and a scholar. It is much appreciated. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to give a good review just because somebody sent me something for free. I will always give you guys my honest opinion. But that being said, I've had many conversations with Pete, and we've talked about fragrances and accords that I like. So he tends to send me fragrances that I like, that I want to wear, that that are appealing to me. And so chances are it'll probably get a good review if it has stuff in it that I like. So that being said, green light is inspired by, and it is inspired by Ralph Lauren's Polo Red, and that is a kind of a citrusy, spicy, woodsy scent. So that's right up my alley. I like all those things. I like citrus, I like spice, and I like woodsy. Woodsy is my thing. I tend to lean more towards green scents. I do like more of your Irish tweed, or just green scents, stuff with vetiver and oak moss and stuff. But that being said, though, I do also like fresh and aromatic, spicy stuff, sage and lavender, stuff like that. So I lean towards those. I'm just not a big, I use the term, I say I'm not a nag, N-A-G-G, nag. I'm not a gourmand guy, nag, not a gourmand guy, nag. I don't want to run around smelling, like food or popcorn and whatnot, but I don't mind, if there's some fruit accords or fruitiness to it up front, and usually those kinds of accords will die down fairly quickly. So if it's got some apple, pear, apricot, for sure. Man, Pete, when Pete sent me green light, which is actually this is the LF and S version of Backett and Jacket. So if you go to Hendrix Classic & Co.'s website, and if you find Backett and Jacket, that's the same thing, but that is the HC&C label for they're inspired by for the Ralph Lauren Polo Red. So Back-It Jacket and Greenlight are both inspired by Polo Red. So they smell very, very alike. And also, too, just to let you guys know, if you guys did not know this, if you contact Pete, get a hold of Pete Hendricks, and if you have a fragrance or a scent that you want him to make, or if there's some cologne that you knew from back in the 80s or 90s or even the early 2000s, that's no longer made anymore, and you can't find it, or if it's stupid expensive to buy, you can reach out to Pete Hendricks and and tell him you're interested in that, and he could probably make you up, or not probably, he will make you up a fragrance for that. He is an awesome perfumer. I can't recommend Pete Hendricks, from Hendricks Classic & Co. enough. Super nice guy, awesome guy, pillar of the community. There's a fan page on Facebook. If you guys didn't know, the Hendricks Classic & Co. or Company, Hendricks Classics and Company. There's a fan page on Facebook, so you can look that up and see all sorts of good things for HC&C there as well. Pete's on there. You can reach out to him there too. He's all the time on there and talks to everybody. Super nice guy. So anyway, but we're focusing on Greenlight. So now that I got all that out of the way, like I said, it is inspired by Polo, from Polo Red, and Polo Red was originally released in 2013, and it comes in a very stylish red bottle. I'll put a picture up of it and stuff like that. And so sales page for Greenlight says, rev up your senses with Greenlight Extrait de Parfum, a bold and energetic fragrance inspired by the vibrant Polo Red by Ralph Lauren. This scent captures the thrill of acceleration and the rush of adrenaline and the power of unstoppable confidence. The scent profile is Greenlight bursts to life with an invigorating top of lemon, cranberry, and grapefruit, creating a bright and zesty introduction. It's at its heart, a warm blend of saffron, sage, and lavender adds aromatic depth and intrigue. The base anchors the fragrance with a robust combination of amberwood, coffee, and cedarwood, delivering a smooth, smoky finish that lingers with intensity. As an EDP, Greenlight offers exceptional longevity and projection. Its concentrated formula ensures you carry its vibrant and dynamic energy through every moment of your day or night. Greenlight is more than a fragrance. It's a statement of action and drive, perfect for individuals who live life in the fast lane. This scent is your ideal companion for moments of passion, ambition, and bold adventure. You can also get Greenlight in 15 milliliter bottles like this one here. This one's a 15 ml. And you can get it in a 30 ml. Just check out HC&C's website for that. Now let's see here. Polo Red is considered, I guess, well, I mean, as the name implies, it's red. So the woods and stuff in it, and maybe the spices as well, are considered more of a if you were to put a color to it, it'd be a red color. You know how green is like vetiver and oak moss, stuff like that, more green. Well, red would be, more of like your, redwood, amber, stuff like that. But yeah, it's a very versatile fragrance, suitable for both everyday wear and special occasions. Its balance of fresh, spicy, and woody notes create a scent that is both invigorating and sophisticated. And yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, it lasts a good amount of time. I wore it to work the other day, and I mean, I could still smell it throughout the day. Several hours later. So I'm gonna put a little spritz here on my hand, and Yep. I can get the I can get the cranberry and I can get the lemon really good, and the saffron, or not the saffron, but the sage and the lavender. I picked that up a lot. I can kind of get the saffron in there. It smells good. The dry, now that it's kind of starting to dry down, some of the woody notes are coming through. The amber, the redwood. Man, I can't tell if I'm smelling the coffee. I might be able to smell the coffee a little bit, but it smells good. Um, of course, I uh, had the wife put her nose on it, and she gave me 2 thumbs up. She really likes it, so it is wife approved. And yeah, I mean, this is a good anytime scent. You can wear it, day, night, summertime. You can even wear it in the winter. Special occasions, it'd definitely be good for that. You want to wear it to church, date night. It's good. It is really good. Yeah, I like this one. I think for me personally, I like Polo Green a little bit better, but that's just me because, like I said, I like, greener scents a little bit better. But Polo Red is very nice. I mean, if you like fresh, aromatic scents, like Aqua di Gio, what else? What else am I thinking of here? If you like Stronger by You, or Stronger by You leather. As a matter of fact, when I first smelled this, at first I thought Year of the Dragon, but that was just because of the sage and the lavender. Stronger by You leather, of course, has way more leather notes to it. You can, leather and vanilla, you can get that in there, but because of the sage and the lavender that's in this, they go up, and so they have a similarity, but they're nice. It's nice. So I mean, I think if you like Stronger by You leather, which is also HC&C has a inspired by for that as well, Year of the Dragon. So if you like Year of the Dragon or Stronger with You leather, then you'll like Polo Red. Polo Red will be right up your alley. Yeah, it'll be right up there with you. So this scent is very good. And as far as like the projection, I mean, that one little spritz, I can get it from here. I can start picking it up. So it's definitely not overpowering. I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10 on the scent strength. So you can give yourself a fair amount of sprays, and you don't have to worry about somebody smelling you from, half a mile down the road or whatever. Yeah, all I can say is this is a good scent. Check it out and definitely give it a look. Like I said, if you like those kind of scents, if any of those scent notes sound good to you, check it out. Green Light. It's a good one. You can't really go wrong with a lot of stuff from HC&C. Pete does a really good job of mixing his fragrances. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And we're right at 15 minutes. So that should be plenty enough time. And yeah, as always, the wet shaving community is the best community. And be happy, be positive, and we'll catch you later.